Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today we are playing Myst 3 Exile. Now, I don't know too much about this game, but I know at the end of Riven, we kind of fell into a giant wormhole into nowhere, so where are we going to end up this time? I don't know. Without further ado, let's hop in and find out.
I realized as our group linked back to Dunny that we should not restore the city as we had planned. The once magnificent buildings lay in ruin, a testament to the hatred that had consumed them.
Okay.
Too many people had fallen victim to that hate, to the prejudice and greed from which it sprang.
That looks like a different guy. Maybe it's the same guy, though. Maybe he just changed his
Gazing out across
outfit.
the cavern, I decided to write another age, one that would help the Dunny survivors begin again, free from the tragedies of their past.
Okay.
So with my wife, Catherine, supporting me,
Okay, it is the
put
same
aside
guy.
that past to write a future.
Release
More than a year
Sean?
has gone by since I finished writing Release. I have a new daughter, who I hope will someday link to the age with me.
And hope
And as
will
I
be
imagine
better than
Leisha
your sons?
Meeting the Dunny, those brave men and women who are building a new life for themselves, I realize I've been given another chance as well. A chance to
Those were
learn
his
from my
sons?
mistakes and leave the past behind me once and for all.
Atreus. Oh boy. So epic, such epic music. So yeah, if you haven't watched the Myst or Riven, in Myst we actually had to basically
isn't it?
help him execute his two sons because they just got so corrupt and took over the ages, and it was not good. Who's talking to me? Hello?
We call it Tamana. We moved here after Atreus finished writing Relation. He wanted us to have a new home too. I'm so glad to see you. I told Atreus our paths would cross again. He was just going to grab something for your trip to Relation, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Unless he decides to check over the whole house first, which means he could be hours resetting all his padlocks. But I know he was looking forward to introducing you to the Dunny, so he shouldn't be terribly long. Why don't you wait in his study?
Okay, we can do that. He's just playing with the baby. He's a baby. All right. All right,
You know,
let's
this trip
see.
is exactly what Atreus needs right now.
Oh,
I haven't been able to get him out of the house for months, ever since he found his journals out of place. But seeing how well the Dunny have settled in on Relation should help him to finally relax.
well, that's good. Okay, is it through here? Maybe? It sort of looks like a study. What's this book? That doesn't look like it's finished. Okay, what else do we got? More books? Yeah, this was his two sons that at the end of Myst, he had to burn their books. He had them trapped in prison books, and they were trying to trick us into releasing them. And if you got the other endings, they ended up like ripping out all the pages. So, what does this say? Taman, thank you for responding so quickly to my request for Nara padlocks. As you know, security in Tomans has become an important issue of late. Perhaps I am overreacting, as Catherine suggests, but the idea that someone may have been sneaking into my study, reading all of my journals, disturbs me. After what happened to my library on Myst, after my own sons, Sirius and Aknar, destroyed so many of my books, yeah, they were super evil. I've come to realize how delicate the link is to my worlds. I've never been able to repair those burned books, to link to each age and find out if the inhabitants survived. The padlocks won't change that situation, but they should ease my fear of trespassers considerably. Sincerely, Atris. And then there's Catherine and his baby. What else do we got? What's over here? Anything of interest? We have box, and I don't know what that is. Some kind of... Is that a statue that fell over, or is that like rocks? I'm not really sure. I still don't know what to do with that book, but I mean, maybe nothing for now. Here's a book. It's under glass. Oh, Relation. Okay.
Well, my friend, I see you found the Relation book.
Yes.
Catherine tells me you've been here for some time. I'm sorry if I've kept you waiting. But since we'll be gone a few days, I needed to secure some of my things. And I also wanted to bring you this. It's a journal I kept while I was writing Relation.
Okay.
I thought you might find it interesting to read about what
Of
I
course.
compare it to what the age truly is. Well, just let me get my keys to unlock Relation, and we'll be off.
All right.
Oh, and I'm interested in hearing what you've been up to in recent months. Relation!
Well, I guess we're going in. I guess we're gonna follow. Where are we even going? Who was that? Well, he may not be following us. I don't know. We kind of reacted a bit impulsively. Oh. Hello? Hello? We're just gonna follow this guy? Hello? Wait, he's in there? How do we... So he's in there somewhere. How can we open this door? We can't get this open. He's like locked in here. Right? Well, that's a bit unfortunate. What can we see over here? Is there a way to get in from like the backside, maybe? Maybe. What's over here? We have this. What is this? Well, whatever it is, we can't see anything yet. What? There's one over here too, right? Like there's several of them. This one's purple. We still don't see anything in that one. I feel like there was... Yeah, there's more. Let's head back up the dunes. Was there another one up here? Or maybe? There's one down there. Maybe we have to go see one of these that works, perhaps? This one is blue. Okay. Is there one right over here? What is this? I don't know what this is. What does this do? This spins it. What did we just spin? I don't know. We see nothing. But we didn't see that one before. What is this one? This one's broken off. What's over here? Is that like an angel or something? What do we got over here? We got some Okay, we have a figure. Oh, okay. It's just a weird looking statue, I guess. I don't know. What's in here? Hmm. We can't do anything with this. Oh, there's. Oh. Okay, so maybe we have to figure out the order that opens in. Hmm. How can we read this journal? Um. Okay, so let's see if we can read the journal. 9325. I always feared this day would come. For years, Catherine and I have dreamed of restoring Dunny. We have dedicated our lives to the task, taking it upon ourselves to locate the citizens of Dunny and convince them to return to their ruined city and rebuild. Our dream has been the dream of so many now, and the progress we have made towards achieving it is something of which we all can stand. What does that say? Proved? I mean, they're proud. Okay, why couldn't I read that? That looked like a V, of which we can all stand proud. But I know there has been a mistake. The city of Dunny should not be restored. It should stand forever in ruins, as both a symbol of our past mistakes and a memorial to all who lost their lives when Dunny fell. The devastating events of recent months, the war on tyranny and the death of Utah in particular, have driven this truth home to me quite forcefully. If we rebuild the city walls today, are we not giving approval to the very illness that destroyed our civilization in the first place? Are we not setting ourselves up to repeat that pattern again in future generations? I have put much thought into this tonight and have found only one solution. If we, the men and women who survived the downfall of Dunny, are to thrive, we must break the pattern of hatred which has destroyed so many lives. We must begin our civilization anew. And we can only do that if I write us a new age. I have spoken with Catherine about this and she agrees. I only hope the others will see it as well. These people never cease to amaze me. I thought they would object to my decision. After all, most of them linked back to Dunny specifically to see the city rebuilt. But when I told them why we should not restore it, their response was immediate and unanimous. Whereas yesterday they had thought only of rebuilding, today they concentrate solely on salvage. They intend to take from their ruined city only that which is best and move on. Everywhere I look, the enthusiasm for this new task is obvious. It heartens me, even as I face my own monumental contribution. I have written many ages in my lifetime, from my first timid attempt under the tyrannical tutelage of my father to my most recent accomplishment, Averone. Never before has so much been riding on my skill. The age I'm about to write must be all I ever imagined and more. How am I going to achieve it? Catherine laughed this morning when she saw me drudging out my old notebooks. I must have made quite the picture, sitting near the embers of a fire, surrounded by countless commentaries and journals. Some of them seemed more dust than paper, but the hours I spent sifting through them was worth it. Ideas for what this age might be are tumbling around in my head. They are almost too many to catch hold of. Obviously, I must choose some starting point as my anchor. Writing ages is a science, a precisely structured, uh, what does that say? Equation of words. Every equation needs as its foundation an underlying concept around which the age can develop. In the past, I've written my books around whatever idea intrigued me most at the time. I wanted to discover how the age to which the book linked would manifest the results of that idea. Sometimes civilizations had arisen. Sometimes they had not. Not whether a society had come to exist on the age or not. It was often in response to whatever concept the book I had written embodied. This time, my search for a concept must be weighed very carefully. I already have the civilization I wish to see develop. I know our history as a people and the paths we have followed to arrive here. Today, I must write a book which will link to an age that will allow us to continue on our way, growing ever stronger as one people. What underlying concept must this new age reflect that will best allow our civilization to thrive? I fear I must think on this some more. It has taken me some time, but I may have found my anchor. It came to me as I was considering what I know about the survivors of Dunny. We have seen so much tragedy in our lives, from the destruction of the city to the suffering and loss of loved ones due to plague and deprivation. Yet, not even in the midst of these adversities, my kinsman and I have found the strength to keep going. We have tapped into our individual strengths and transformed ourselves into something much stronger. It is a characteristic I have seen in several of my ages. Whenever I focus my writing on the inherent energy sources in a world, long ago, grandmother taught me that no life, no possibility for life in an age exists without the presence of energy. By tapping into its latent energy sources, an age moves out of stasis. It grows, transforms, and develops. Energy is the underlying fuel that powers all activity. To put it more simply, energy powers future motion. Yet, as grandmother also liked to remind me, energy in an age takes on diverse forms. Each one has strengths and weaknesses of its own. How many forms will this new age contain? What type will be its dominant theme? Tomorrow I will link back to Miss, and from there revisit several of my ages. Perhaps in my old worlds I will discover new ideas. I had almost forgotten how painful it is to revisit Mist. In the 10 years since my sons, Sirius and Akinar, left me trapped on Kavir Island and burned so many of my books, Catherine and I have rarely linked back. I told myself we were always too busy. First with writing ages like Averone, and then with searching the ages of Dunny for survivors. I always said we would spend more time on Mist eventually. The truth is, I've been avoiding the age. Seeing the island in its current condition ignites such anger and grief. I am immediately reminded of the betrayal of my sons, as well as the cruelty and greed with which they plundered my ages. I know I am partly responsible for these acts. I constantly wonder if there was something I could have done to reach out to the boys before. Enough. Nothing can change the tragedies of the past. Like my dunny kinsman, I must salvage what is best and move on. Perhaps in the process, I will find forgiveness and hope. Once again, I am back on Mist Island, having completed a lengthy sojourn through several of my ages. The trip itself was not as inspiring as I had hoped. The Selentic age was especially disturbing, but has it not always been so? The very first time I linked to the age, its uninhabited landscape was shaking with tremors. At the time, I felt it was because the energy in the age was unfocused, as if it were at war with itself. Stability finally came, but even after it did, I never truly felt comfortable there. I missed the more natural balance of ages like Channelwood. Perhaps that is the lesson to take home with me. The Dunny, too, have faced much turmoil in their history. Their lives have been unsettled enough. Perhaps I should be striving to offset that energy that already exists within our civilization by providing it with a more stabilized environment in which to grow. An environment in which the natural equilibrium of the world serves as a counterpoint to the upheavals of civilization. The more I consider it, the more I wonder if I should make nature the foundation of this new age. Worlds like Channelwood attain equilibrium quite easily, primarily because of one reason: nature encourages mutual dependence. As one life withers and dies, it provides nourishment so that another might live. Plants become food for other animals, and the waste products animals cannot absorb become nutrients to sustain the other plants. So long as nothing intrudes to upset this balance, nature can maintain itself indefinitely. An interesting metaphor to set as an example for my people. I think I will confer with Catherine on this subject. Her ages always exhibit symbiosis more dramatically than mine. Perhaps she should help me write this new age. I am so tired, I can barely think right now, but I will force myself to stay focused, for I have not written anything in days. The moment I linked back to Dunny, I was besieged with requests for my assistance. Master Taman wanted to consult over which stone cutters were worth salvaging, and did I think the rock in the new age would be difficult to sound. Oma and Estelle needed my opinion about a new history they had uncovered. Should they hold off on starting its translation, or would paper supplies be scarce in the new age? There were so many questions needing answers. I barely had time to see Catherine. She, of course, laughed at my dilemma, saying that I had no one to blame but myself. After all, I was the one who encouraged the Dunny to start over. Naturally, they would look to me to keep them moving in the right direction, unless some other force stepped in to change that view. Her words made me realize a fundamental principle I had thus far been ignoring. All this time, I had been debating whether to make energy or nature the underlying framework for this age. But there is another equation to consider. An age based solely on the future motion of energy will face constant upheavals, most likely at the cost of tranquility. And an age based solely on mutual dependence of nature can become so balanced over time it may cease to tolerate change. Yet, to continue to grow as a people, Dunny civilization needs both occasional upheavals followed by periods of balanced stability. I have seen such situations occur naturally on several of my ages. Each time it was because I centered the writing around some dynamic force that I had decided to make prevalent in the age. Such forces allow the balance between forward motion and mutual dependence to fluctuate. As one concept takes precedence, the other recedes until the forces surface to change things. As Catherine's insightful comment reminded me, dynamic forces spur change. I'm too tired to think more on this tonight. Hopefully, in the morning, my thoughts will coalesce. That's interesting. So, you have to consider the energy source of your age when you're writing it, okay? Catherine surprised me today. Apparently, while I was off visiting my ages, she linked to Mist by herself. She did not say so, but I could tell that her visit had been painful. More than ever now, I am convinced we must find a place to begin again ourselves. Perhaps when I have written this new age for the Dunny, I will put some thought into where Catherine and I might live. I'm still wondering who that person was that stole the book. I cannot believe I did not see it before. All this time, I have been struggling to describe the perfect age for the Dunny. I have considered and then rejected several underlying concepts which I felt might best set the course for their future, as if I alone should determine how Dunny civilization will grow. In my own way, I have become as egotistical as my father. In truth, I owe this realization to Catherine. Sensing my indecision about the new age, she led me on a walk around Dunny. Salvaging efforts were well underway, with teams of people scouring the ruined harbor district. As I watched my Dunny kinsmen deciding which parts of their culture to retain, I realized they do not need me to determine their future. They are quite capable of setting its course by themselves, regardless of what age I write. This realization has opened my eyes to the best way of approaching my task. I no longer need to worry about which underlying concept, energy, nature, or dynamic forces I should make prevalent in the age. Rather, I must strive to include them all. I must write a balance of systems into the description book, enough so that the Dunny people will constantly be challenged to attain their ultimate potential. As grandmother often pointed out to me when we spoke about ages back on Mist, balance systems stimulate civilizations. At last, I feel I am ready to begin writing this age. Indeed, I am eager to begin and have already come up with the perfect name. I know grandmother would have loved it. Of course, Catherine would tell the moment I turned to her that I had finally found my starting point. I babbled on excitedly for some time before I noticed the smile she was hiding. When I saw it enough to grow suspicious, she handed me one of my oldest age books. She must have picked it up when she linked back to Mist. Seeing the name Janaean emblazoned on the book cover, I could only shake my head. The one age I never got around to revisiting was the one that might have helped me the most. How foolish was I to have completely forgotten it? I think after I have finished this work, I should take one final trip, if only to help restore an old fool's memory. Okay. Well, so where are we? That's my question. I'm not sure. Where are we heading? Is this where we were? Or did we go somewhere new? I think we went somewhere new. We can open this one. What does this do? Is this an elevator? Oh, it opens this. Okay. What's in here? Will that open this door? I don't know. Open. I'm not sure what else is in here. What else do we have? We have all kinds of interesting sounds. I don't know what's down here, though. We got... Can we go over this way? No. We can climb up the stairs, maybe? Oh, we got these. What are these? Different plants? Mushrooms? Oh. Okay, so we climbed up from there. Is that... Are we going to the tooth? That's where we were, right? That's where he's hiding out. Is in that big round building. What's up here on this tooth? Have we seen this? This is the green one. Is there something to move this one? Okay, so we're back here again, right? Because I think we've been here before. With the red one? Maybe? I don't know. What exactly are we looking at? That is the question. Okay. We go back down. Back across here. Alright, so we have the yellow one here, right? Yellow is not looking at anything, though. So, what is the goal? Is there a way to turn them? Oh, we can turn them. Okay. Now what are we looking at? Still nothing. We'll just keep turning until we can see something. Oh, okay. Let's looking at the red one. Okay. So let's go see. Now that we know we can travel, can we go around this way? I want to go up to this one. Okay, so this one is looking at nothing. Let's try turning it. And see what you're looking at now. Now you're looking at red. Okay. Maybe we make them all look at red. Could that be it? Maybe. Alright. So that's purple. There's one over here. Let's go down the path. And then up the path. Up this way. How do we get there? Maybe we gotta go around this way. This is the red one. The red one is not looking at anything. What options can you look at? You could look at the purple one. Could you also look at the yellow one? No. So it's nothing, purple. Okay. So red and purple have to look at each other? Maybe? Possibly. Is there something else we're supposed to activate with that? That I don't know. Let's go check this one out if we can. Head up this path. Okay, so you're not looking at anything yet, right? Or no, yellow was looking at red. But now, oh, yellow is looking at blue. Okay. So we go make blue look at yellow then, right? Okay, and then maybe we come back here and activate that device, possibly. Let's see, where is blue? Are you up here? Where is blue? We need to find it. And how many more of these are there? Is there... I feel like there's at least one more, right? This one is red, right? One up here. Nope, this one's blue. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. Clicked out of the game. Let's spin this. All right. That one's looking at green now. Okay, so there is a green. Let's spin this one again, though. And see if we can get it to look at yellow. I don't know if this is the way it's supposed to work. Okay, so he looks at that. Alright, so he either looks at nothing. Blue has to look at green. There's no other option there, right? Wait, yeah. So blue has to look at green. Okay. Maybe we should check and see what other options yellow has. Maybe it has another option besides blue. Let's see. Nothing. And... oops. Why did I do that? Alright, so this one should be blue. One more will be nothing. Right? Yeah. And then one more would be whatever that is. So, or question mark? What color would that be? We gotta find green. Alright, where is green? I feel like it would be... maybe it's over there? Perhaps, maybe it's this one. But we can't... this guy is just pacing in here, right? Yeah, he's just wandering around. How do we get over there then? That's the question. We go up this way. That's purple. What is purple looking at? Oh, we should look and see what other options does purple have. It could look at red, or it could look at what? Because the main thing is I don't know if we're supposed to make it like a web or if the two colors look at each other. So we'll have to see. Or out to sea. So it has to look at red. Maybe it's like a rainbow thing too. That could be it. Alright, what color are you? You're yellow. You're currently looking at red, but you need to look at something else, right? What else can you look at? Because red is looking at purple. So that's nothing. Yellow looks at what? Yellow. This yellow has to look at red. I wonder if we face them to look at each other and then we turn on like the power or something. Is that what we're trying to do? Perhaps. Alright, we need to see if we can get... we can go maybe down these stairs. Down this way. And then up this way. Perhaps. Alright, there, yeah, there's green. Okay. Okay, so green is looking at nothing right now. Let's turn it. Okay, so green is looking, could look at blue. So that seems right if they're looking at each other. So the only one we're unsure about... yellow has to look at red? I don't know. Maybe we should go... what else can you look at? I'm just going to spin it just to cover all of our bases and see, you know, the more information we have, the better we understand the puzzle, right? So that should be the nothing again. And then this should be blue. Okay. Well, I guess we seen that one. Which ones can you look at? There's different color ones. Nothing. And then the green one. I don't know what we're forming here. They're all pointing to different ones. But I guess that's what we do, right? Maybe? Perhaps. Do I see any other ones? I don't know. Alright. Is there anything else over here? I want to know what this is. Can I access this? Is it a button I can push? I don't know. Maybe that's like a building that you can access. We could climb down. Does that get us anything? I don't know. There's no way to get in there from down here. Guess we could go back through here again. This is like a little passageway to get through. We're just going through the little house here. Okay. Right? What else can we find? Let's go back up the staircase. So we keep going up. What's up here? What is this? There's 5 of those. So I'm not sure. Can we look through this somehow? I feel like maybe we have to power this up and it hits that button and lets us... I feel like this is the goal. This tooth building. But we somehow have to figure out the puzzle of the color light. Maybe this one doesn't point here. Let's see. That one goes to nothing, and then... I'm just gonna keep it at blue, because otherwise I feel like that one's broken, so even if it could help, what would it do? So, let's see. If we turn this, does it do anything? If we turn it one way, does this turn it the other way? No, it just... Oh! I see. If we turn it again, does it close it? It shifts it. Okay. So we need to turn it so that this open area is reflecting the light. So I assume we're reflecting the lights to the different lamps. That's our goal. So now, is there anything we can do with that? Let's go look at this then. So now we can turn this to maybe reflect light. Okay, that shines light out there. But I don't know, is that what we want? What if we turn it again? It shines light over here. So it shines light to the blue one. Okay. So let's go over to the blue one. This one is shining to the green one, I assume. So the green one needs to shine. Okay, so we do need to alternate them then. This is going to be, I think navigating is the most difficult part of this puzzle right now. So it's all the way across there. Yeah, a long way to travel. Alright, so we're at the green one. The green one was getting light shine to it. Okay, so we can't shine it back to ourselves, right? We gotta direct it somewhere else. That goes to nowhere. And then that goes to nowhere useful. Okay. This one is shining to the red one? Is that right? Okay, so yeah, they're just shining like at each other. Can we turn this one to shine somewhere else? That shines nowhere. That shines just out to nowhere also, right? So those two, it's shining this way though. Oh, wait, maybe that's right. Okay, so the red one is shining this way over here. So which one is it shining to? Okay, so that's pointing to red. Where is the light? Oh, okay. I get it, I get it, I get it. We need to point the light to the red. We don't need to look in the light. Okay, so now the light is pointing to the red. Maybe we just, by happenstance, got it right before. All right, so now where is the light is going over there somewhere? I think we want it to go. That's going to point right in our face, right? I just heard something. Did we do something? Did did we succeed? Where's the light? Did we succeed? I'm unsure. I heard something. I don't know. We have nothing here. Did we just lose the light? Because it's not... Let me see. It's not... It should be right here, right? Or... Maybe we didn't do anything. Let's try it again. Okay, so now the light is pointing over this way. Okay, now the light is pointing back at the green, which is not what we want. Oh, wait. I'm confused. Turn it again. Okay. Maybe because of how the mirrors operate inside of it. Now it's going to point at us. Okay. And over there is that one. By the mountains. Okay. Whichever one that one is. Not the one that's on the ocean, but the one that's... Is it this one? Yes, this one. Okay, so we got to turn this one. Okay, so the light is coming this way. We want it to go out that way, though. There we go. Okay, and then we go to this one. And we reflect the light out that one. Yes. We're making progress. We got to go around here. Okay, so now that one is sending light. That's sending light to the door then, right? We did it. Right? Let's go see. Because then we're back to the beginning of the loop, I think. All right. So can we get to that door? Let's see. Go down. Oh. Is it the order that we... It's the order that we connected them in, right? So it went yellow, and then we went to blue, and we went green, red, purple, and then yellow? No, red was last, right? Okay, so we have to go on a journey again. Okay, so it starts at yellow, goes to blue, then we go green, then red, then yellow, then purple, then red. There we go. Okay, we made it inside whatever this is. What is this? So I think we're gonna have to find whatever the answer to this is somewhere else, because it doesn't appear we can do anything here. It's as though we have to come here with the answer. So I think we'll have to explore around some more. But we'll do that in the next episode. We have definitely gotten ourselves involved in quite the mystery here. I don't know what we're going to discover. We definitely have to figure out who it was that stole that book. Why did he steal it? What was his goal in stealing it? I don't know. Whatever it is, we're going to figure it out. We're going to track it down and get that book back because Atris needs it. So, if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch at twitch.tv/LeR27. I have my schedule posted in the About and in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/LeR27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.